Yo guys, and welcome to a new video. And today we are back. We are back on F1 2020. It's been the best part of half a year, and I am back for well, my first video of 2021. And hopefully I can start uploading a little bit more. I'm aiming for at least once a week now. I don't know what content I'm going to be bringing, apart from the fact I do know I'm going to be doing a little series. It's kind of like an online 5-lapper sort of championship thing with some people I know. It should be good fun. But this is my first few laps back on F1, and you can see straight away I bottled it, like, straight away. And yeah, it's not very well. This is probably the first time I played properly in 6 months. So I'd done maybe a couple of sessions here and there before this, and yeah, you can see I'm not very good. I've maybe done a few like 5-lappers with some mates on the controller or a little bit on the wheel, but this is my first time actually trying to drive in a very long time. This is about a week or two ago that I recorded this, so yeah, it's interesting. As you can see, I'm just not very good. Rusty as hell, and yeah, I don't really know what to say other than that, because it's a really weird thing not being used to something. As you can see, I'm completely so wide there into the wall, and yeah, this video is kind of going to be running through how you are after a break and how you can sort of get back up to where you once was. Because one thing I've noticed is I'm nowhere. Even if I grinded for the next week straight, I would still not be at the level I once was. Mainly because you just kind of lose that, I don't know, that rhythm almost. It's quite cliche, but it's actually quite true. So yeah, I don't know, it's really quite weird. If you take a break, you might know yourself. It takes quite a little bit of time to get back into it. But yeah, it just doesn't feel natural. I think that's the best way of putting it. And as you can see, our laps have not been very good here. First lap was pretty poor, but slowly I started to get back into the things. I got up to a decent pace quite quickly, hitting some apexes here and there. Not that clean, to be honest, though. We are down on the lap time, which I did at the start of the game. I'm pretty sure on default setup, which isn't great. So yeah, it's all about just like finding your rhythm again, as I said, and that's something that can take time. It depends how quick of an adapter you are. I'm not the best at adapting to situations, if I'm honest. But I know there's people who are a lot better than I am, but I wouldn't say I'm one of the worst. So yeah, in like wet conditions or whatever, that's a good example. I wouldn't say I'm the best, but I wouldn't say I'm the worst either. And it's kind of a similar situation here after being out on a break. You're just not used to it. You just don't have the same feeling as you once had. Everything feels a bit different, even if it's not. You're just not used to it. So we come up to a lap here and got to lock up the brakes and absolutely drift around that penultimate corner, but I believe it's in mid-19, maybe even slower than that. It's not great at all, 19.6, and my throttle was playing up a bit, so something didn't feel quite right. We're going to check here quickly. As you will be able to see, my throttle, it kind of like goes up in a really like weird way, like flickers a lot. That's a slight issue I have. I know a lot of Fanatec users have it. It's really quite annoying, but there's not really anything we can do about it. And my throttle also wasn't getting to 100% all the time, so I had to add some saturation into it. That's just a calibration issue, but nothing too serious there. So we're going to go on to, I believe, another lap to see if I've got any better after I've tinkered with these settings. You don't need to change too much if you've got these sort of issues. You really want to fine-tune things, which is what I've done there. And we're going straight back into it, and I believe we're going to now cut onto a decent lap, potentially. Or this might be where I bottle it. It could be, I think it's where I bottle it. Yep. And yeah, straight into the wall. And I'm pretty sure I had enough of Australian, and I'd done a decent lap. I don't know really why I haven't put this in, but it was an okay lap, but nothing special really. So yeah, I just decided what track am I good at, really. I didn't. Well, Britain's probably my favourite track on the game, but I know a lot of people have sweated that. So we went to Hungary, and Hungary's a track I'm still quite well, high on the leaderboard. I'm 5th on the leaderboard, and 2 of the guys have done the TT sort of glitch thing. So I'm really 3rd on the leaderboard, and it's just the Kowalski guy out front. He's a bit of a TT sweat. I don't know if his lap's legit. It probably is, but he's very good at TT, and still just a few hundredths above me. So it's a good lap that I've done at Hungary. So we're really going to see if I can get used to this. And as you can see straight away, the traction was pretty shocking, because once again, just not used to the game, and that's basically it. So yeah, this video is just going to be, as I said before, just a showcase of how weak you can be after a long break. Also a little me saying I'm back, that I will be uploading again. And yeah, I'm not going to be, I probably won't be league racing. It's just, I haven't got the time anymore, or the desire, motivation, whatever you want to call it. And I'm truthfully probably not quick enough to league race and win races comfortably. Not win races, like comfortably always be fighting like I was before. And as you can see, I've just backed out of this lap and then gone for some throttle, and yeah, I'm in the wall again. So I'd have had enough of that as well. And I noticed I got an invite from Tyrrell Limitless. You all know him. If you don't know him and you're here, I'm kind of not sure how that works, because yeah, you must have seen him before, so that's that. But we're in a 25% race now, and I thought, why not? I'll just record it, see how it goes. We are on the soft tyre. I should have gone on the mediums, but I didn't think like that, because it's just open lobby, but a lot of people went on the mediums. And this will be a good indication to see actually if I'm any good. And it's let's just call it a little impromptu league race, 25%. Yeah, so we're just trying to keep it nice and tidy through it, not get taken out. It was quite tight between that Renault. We had to kind of back out of it. And yeah, we're in a P12, so I'm not sure if I don't think we've gained any positions off the start, but there is a car who's disconnected, so I think we now have. And we just got to try. I just want to try and have fun here. So see how it goes. See how competitive I am. I know there's a few quick guys in here. Eero Viper, Maccabi Sam. I don't know how you say. I'm sorry, absolutely butchering his name. He's right in front of me. He's a league racer. Let's just call him Sam. That would be easier. I think it's McCabe. Yeah, it's definitely McCabe. Right, that's getting me on the point. But anyway, we get past that racing point, just about late on the brakes. Yeah, we're past him, and we got Sam in front of us now, and we're maybe thinking about a little move, but because we are on the softer tyre, we could have probably gone for it. But once again, the confidence just isn't there at the moment. I haven't done. This is my first race I've done. I've just done TT before. We were pushing around that last corner, so you can see the extra grip we've got just on the soft tyre. And one thing I'm not quite used to is the overtake button, because obviously I used it at the start of the game, but at the start of the game you don't quite nail things and how to use them, etc. And especially since you haven't used it on previous games, it just felt a bit weird coming back to it, as we are a little bit off the track, and that's a little bit naughty, but we're going to make the move stick. Are we going to look at this Renault? It's quite far back, but we're going to send it, you know. No point racing if you don't send it, they say. And we do not get the position because he forces out wide, so we stick off track a little bit, just to give us a nice straight line, but we don't get the move done. It was quite very ambitious. We were about 20 metres behind him on the brakes. So yeah, just sort of there, we hit him through that corner. We've got so much more grip at this stage of the race, just on the softer compound tyre. And we really do kind of need to get past him sooner rather than later, because he is holding me up a lot, as you can visually see. So I decided I'll just send it in here. And there's a tiny bit of wheel-to-wheel contact, and we get the move nice and clean. And yeah, that is P7 now, so we've got a decent gap to the leaders. We can hopefully catch that up. And yeah, the next, I think we skipped a few laps, so right behind is Ferrari here. And I noticed he's been using quite a bit of his overtake, which was quite hard to pass him with. So we're just going to have to hope we can get this move done. He's very slippery in a straight line, I've noticed. We are using on the preset setup. And we go to the outside here. So everyone can choose the same setup. Well, you can choose between the presets, obviously. We do get a penalty, which is rather unfortunate. Just to mention, it is on strict, as we get bumped out wide, which was not very nice. And then I think his teammate just clips him on the exit of the corner, which... well, I mean, it certainly helped us out because we kept the position, but now we're skipping on a few laps later. We're behind Tyrrell Limitless and the race leader, Limitless obviously on the medium tyres as we should have been, but we have caught them, so we've shown some sort of pace as we've locked up there. And just keep a mental note of how many times we don't hit the apex of either the final corner or the sort of stadium section apex. So yeah, we're behind Limitless using quite a bit for our overtake, but he clearly is as well. We don't really get anywhere near him as he locks up a little bit, and I'm thinking maybe there's a move here, and he once again has a little bit of a oversteer moment, but we kind of get boxed in behind, so we're going to have a look maybe for a move here. He's using his overtake, so are we. We pull out and kind of bottled it there. Didn't want to go for the move because, to be honest, I thought my tyres by this stage weren't as quick as the medium, so we get a silly little warning there. I didn't think they were as quick as the medium, so I was like, I won't bother. I'll just stick behind. One thing to notice, I'm not taking penalties into account for this race because, as you can see, I've just got another. So that's great timing. So we're on 6 seconds. And that's one thing I really want to talk about. When you're rusty, things like picking up penalties they're so common. You just you don't even realise that you're doing it almost. You just pick up penalties left, right, and centre. Personally, that's how I feel, because you're just not in the right groove, etc. So I think we decided to pit on this lap. Yes, we do, which was a little bit of a... I wanted to get the undercut, but the problem was their mediums were still in quite a good shape, but so were my softs. They weren't too bad, so I kind of gone in a bit early. Well, I say early, I've gone in at the wrong point. Is that you could have gone early or you could have gone late, and I've kind of gone in the middle, which hasn't worked out great because I've got Viper right behind me on the soft tyre. And as you can probably guess, if we caught the leaders on our soft tyre when we're not currently in a great shape, then they're probably going to be able to catch us quite easily, as we've got a Haas right behind us, and he looks like he wants to make the move, and he goes to the outside brakes very late, a lot later than us on the warmer tyres. There's a little bit of contact, and we're going to try and have to get the switch back here as we do quite nicely, but he's got a bit of a gap. We're going to have to use our overtake, and he covers the inside. We're going to go to the outside line, and let's see if we can do it on the brakes. Late on the brakes, he brakes late on us yet again. It's reminiscent of Hamilton and Alonso in 2017, but we just about get the move, do we? No, he's still on the inside. We cover over a bit. There's a little bit of contact. That wasn't great for me, and he dives out the inside, and the switchback is back on again for us. And I think at this point he just backs out, and I think he even let Viper through, who was on the soft tyre. So yeah, not great. We lost a bit of time, or quite a lot of time actually, and Viper's now right behind us. We skip on to lap 11, and JD has come out just in front of us. The set gap's about the same because of that battle. But he's on the soft tyre, which is rather annoying. So we get a silly penalty there. Like, it's just one of those things, you run a tiny bit wide, just get on the throttle early. Warning, bam. Deserved warning, but it's just one of those things. When you're not used to the game, you're going to be picking up. And yeah, as you can see through, you'll be able to see through this next section, the amount of grip we don't have compared to the soft. I mean, it doesn't help that I've gone off the track there, but you can just see JD driving off into the distance basically as we pick up another silly warning. Not a penalty yet, but I'm sure we definitely get another penalty sooner or later. And we're on to lap 16 now. Viper got past us, and he's actually disconnected, but look how far we are from the apex. And that was, I didn't want to put too many clips in because that was the there we go again. That was the story for most of the race. We never hit those apexes. But we're currently in P4 with, as I said, quite a few good drivers in here. Viper disconnected. Yet we miss it again, as you could clearly see. Do we hit this apex at the last corner? Just about. So we've got a bit better. We've hit one of the apexes. And can we hit it this time? We just about get that apex on the final lap now. Can we get the last one? Yes, we can.
Oh, yes!
Yeah, thought I'd have to put that in. Quality moment, and we get P3. So, yeah, it's a decent race. I mean, it was only a 25% open lobby with some quick people in there. And I thought I did quite well, considering, well, you saw the first few clips. I was not great at all. So yeah, that's that really. And hopefully, guys, this will be the return. Hopefully, I'll be uploading a bit more. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you in a video sooner or later. I'm filming, well, if I say filming, recording a video sooner or later. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Goodbye.